I'm Dylan Black. The Elgin Beer Project, located at 399 Elgin Street. Joining us right now, we have the owner, Scott Johnston. Hello, Scott.
I don't know you.
Good. You're a fan of beer, I take it.
Yes, very much.
To have opened up a beer project.
Yeah.
Okay. What exactly do you do at the Elgin Beer Project? What happens there?
We just sell local craft beer. It's all from Auto on the 613, and locally crafted food, small plates, and burgers. Stuff. Just very casual, very easy hanging out.
Sounds like a nice place to be.
Yeah, it is. It's very nice.
So it's been open for a couple of years at this point?
May 2017.
Okay, so it's coming up to a big celebration here, 2 years. And okay, so we're talking about craft beer for the most part here. What exactly is a craft beer? We've had lots of breweries on before, but what makes a good craft beer?
What makes a craft beer is small batches. So they make it with regular ingredients, and they go straight to the fermenter with the bigger breweries like Wilson the Bat will make extracts and pour them in, just like basically beer syrup.
Okay, all right. So then how is it different then from, say, like the more mainstream, the Molson Canadians, the Labatt Blues? How is a craft beer
Mostly just beer commercials.
Yeah, it's just the commercials?
Pretty much. Well, there's all different kinds of beer out there. Like, there's not one that's better than the other. It's just... It's all personal preference.
But I do hear a lot of people, though, say that they just have to, they can only drink craft beer now since this big explosion's happened over the past few years.
That's up to them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you're happy about that?
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Okay. All right. So what are the ingredients that would go into a craft beer? What are some of the main ingredients?
Well, there's the old barley, hops, water, and yeast. That's the Bavarian beer laws, but that's the 4 ingredients. They're usually in like most beers. Now that the craft beer is coming up, it's going back to not the Bavarian beer laws where they have those 4 ingredients plus called adjuncts, which are basically like if you see a blueberry wheat, they've added blueberry to it, so they added one more thing to it. Or sometimes they'll add 1 or 2 more things. So there's lots of different things you can do.
Less preservatives as well? I mean, is there more of a healthy aspect to craft beers?
There's definitely less preservatives than there is in major breweries because they have to preserve their beer because it's going to do a lot of traveling. Okay,
so you'd say that beer is like a health drink then?
Absolutely.
Why not, right? What exactly is hops? You mentioned that.
Hops are basically they're a bittering agent for the beer. They're like little flowerets, and they're putting in different stages of beer. One's for color, one's for flavor, and one's for bitterness. But there's so many different combinations. It's like there's thousands and thousands of different kinds of hops that they do all kinds of different things.
Okay. Much more to get to here, including, let's have a look at some of the craft beers that you brought in. So tell us, so they're from different breweries then?
Yeah.
Okay, so who have you brought in?
I brought in Calabogies Bleep Bloop, New England style IPA. This is Pineapple Sour by Anita. And this one here is Overflows Porter. I could have brought in a lot more, but there was, I have too many. Then there's the Last Dual Lager by Perth. And the Bicycle Velocipede IPA. Wow. And Whitewater's Pea Nut Butter Stout.
Okay, so how many different local craft breweries do you have on hand?
It fluctuates, but I'm usually over 20.
Over 20, okay. Yeah. So are you continuously open to having different breweries that come on board?
We rotate all the time.
Yeah,
we carry as much as we can have space for.
Yeah, well, how much space do you have there on Elgin?
In the indoors, it's very small, but our patio in the summer is twice the size, but it's like about 50 seats inside, and that's almost 100 outside. Okay,
so I see the word IPA as well, or the letters IPA. What exactly is an IPA?
An IPA, they've tried to make this story really short.
Yeah.
The British, when they were in India in the 1800s, Britain was trying to get to ship all their beer to the India, and it was always going sour and bad. So they figured out that hops and alcohol were a major preservative. So the 6-month voyage, they had to ramp up the hops, ramp up the alcohol. By the time it got there, it was still good. So that's it. They just ramped up the pale ale with hops and alcohol.
IPA. You are going to show us a perfect pour?
Well, the only perfect pour is just getting it in the glass, but there's many ways to pour beer.
Okay.
Some people like to just...
See, we might have to move some stuff here.
Okay.
All right, to make sure.
Anyways, there's a lot of people don't know this. These are oval tops, and then when you do this, on the side, it airs.
Okay.
So it pours nice and easily. Now, this is the way most people like to pour. I myself like to gas it out, is where I make it foam right up so it gets all the carbonation out of it. Makes it much easier.
How many times have you done that, though, Scott?
Probably only 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3? You've only poured 2 or 3 beers?
Yeah.
2 or 3 million?
One I don't want my mom to find out.
Okay. Yeah, he's not into beer at all. Okay, you did mention food. You definitely have some food on hand as well.
Yeah.
So what kind of foods are you looking at?
We do a lot of small plates, tapas style, and we also do burgers. Basically, we rotate our menu fairly often. So because there's a lot of different things out there we like to try, and not enough time to do it in. So we gotta. We follow the seasons as well quite a bit as best we can.
I read you had something called popcorn on the cob.
Yep, that's a favorite.
Yeah?
People don't realize that popcorn actually grows on its own cob.
Wow, okay. You have to try it to believe it. The Elgin Beer Project, 399 Elgin Street. Thank you very much, Scott Johnston, for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
I know.
Fun times, as always. More daytime coming up in moments on Rogers TV.